Oahu Hiking Trail Guide presents the most hikes in Western Oahu. These are the 9 hikes that I've hiked last 3 years. Some of them, I've hiked 2 to 4 times. Hu'uhaleaka was my first hike when we moved back to Oahu. The trail profile is about 4.6 miles round trip with 2,150 feet elevation gain. It is best to park at Pacific Shopping Mall on Farrington Highway. Trail starts across the PVT Land Company on Lualualei Naval Road. One can see the ridge ahead beyond the gate. This was taken on the way back. Much of the trail is on the ridge, which is delightful. The town below is Lanakulu. There is no shade or water on the trail. Here were my Garmin GPS tracks. It is short and looks easy, but it is rated difficult with some steep sections. Miley Pink Pillbox is a moderate height. Just to the pillbox, it is about 2 miles round trip with 930 feet elevation gain. Its trailhead is on Kaukama Road. From Kaukama Road, it starts steep climbing up the ridge. Heading to the pillbox, it is only 0.9 miles from the road. Here were my Garmin GPS tracks. We did more than the pillboxes. This was the Mount Koala hike, the tallest mountain in Oahu. It was about 7.2 miles round trip with 3,640 feet elevation gain. The parking area is at the end of Waianae Valley Road. Watch out, do not keep the valuables in the car. Its area has lots of greens. Its trail was quite steep in some places. This was the steepest portion with a rope. This was the summit area. It has the military antennas. Unfortunately, it was foggy that we were not able to see the surroundings. Here were my Garmin GPS tracks. It looks easy, but it is a tough trail. It gains 3,640 feet elevation in 3.6 miles. This was the Kamaileunu Ridge hike, the 3rd tallest in Oahu. It was about 4 miles round trip with 2,502 feet elevation gain. There were ample parking spaces on Maiulu Road just before the Kalawaha Road. Just before the Kalawaha Road, turn right toward the utility pole. Less than 0.1 miles, get to the ridge. It has views to the Waianae Valley to the right and Makaha Valley to the left. Here were my Garmin GPS tracks. It looks easy, but it's a steep trail. It gains 2,500 feet elevation in 2 miles. This was the Makaha Ice Ponds hike. To the ice ponds, it is only 6.2 miles round trip with 1,100 feet elevation gain. There are no parking spaces near the Makaha Tower where the trailhead is. We parked at the Makaha Beach and got on the Kili Drive toward the Makaha Tower. It is about 3.1 miles from the Makaha Beach to the Makaha Ice Ponds. Interestingly, its water was murky like the glacier water. I guess that's why it's called Ice Ponds. Here were my Garmin GPS tracks of the Makaha Ice Ponds. This was Pu'uhaleaka hike, the 7th tallest in Oahu. It was about 7.5 miles round trip with whopping 3,527 feet elevation gain. After 8 a.m., one can park at the end of Ka'au Homestead's road. However, before hiking 8 a.m., park on the Farrington Highway near the Ka'au Homestead Road on the side of the road, and jump over the fence on Homestead's road. The ridge is fenced off from that feral animals that damage the native Hawaiian plants and trees. It looks easy, but it is a tough trail. It gains 3,500 feet in 3.7 miles. Here were my Garmin GPS tracks of the Pu'u Ohikalolo hike. This was Ka'au Middle Ridge hike, the 9th tallest in Oahu. It was 6.1 miles round trip with 3,060 feet elevation gain. Last 2 miles were quite steep with ropes. .360-degree views from the summit, North Shore area, Mokalia. Mount Kaala, the tallest mount in Oahu. Makaha Valley. Oahu Western Shores. Here were my Garmin GPS tracks. Here was Kuaukala Trail just before the Kaena Point. It was 7.8 miles with 1,980 feet elevation gain. Needed a reservation to enter the area. We were escorted to the trailhead. This was the trailhead area. One needs to know the area to hike. I used my Garmin GPS that was preloaded with the tracks. It was a delightful ridge walk looking at the west shore. Here were my Garmin GPS actual tracks of the Kuaukala Trail. Here was the Kaena Point hike. It was about 5.7 miles with 300 feet elevation gain. Park at the end of the Kaena Point State Park. It is a wonderful walk along the shore. It is a highly recommended family hike. Here were my Garmin GPS real tracks of the Kaena Point hike. Hope that you find this useful for your adventure. Mahalo for watching. Please subscribe.